Hello everyone and welcome to a quick video tutorial on how to locate and clip shapefiles from the ABS in ArcGIS Pro. Let's jump into it. So if I head over to Google, all I've typed in is ABS shapefiles and we want to click on Visual Boundaries, Australian Bureau of Statistics. And from here, we want to click on Volume 1, Main Structure and Greater Capital City Statistical Areas. And we head over to the Downloads tab. You notice that we have a number of data cubes throughout here, and what we're looking for is, because we're working with ArcGIS, which is an Esri software, we're looking for where it says New South Wales mesh blocks in Esri shapefile format. We're going to skip through the mesh blocks today, and we're going to jump to, we can see that we've got them for all states, but we can jump straight through to our statistical areas, and we're going to go with Statistical Area 2. I'm going to click on the zip file and it will begin a download for us. You can see that it's downloading currently in the bottom left hand corner of my screen, and depending on how large I guess the data set is, depends on how long it's going to take to download. You can see that that's finished. I can open that up and I've got essentially our files that we need for ArcGIS Pro. If I go back to the downloads, we can see that that's in a zipped file. We actually want to extract that, so that's not in the zipped file anymore. And I've previously done that, so I'm just going to jump to the folder that I've got that in. You can see that this is the unzipped version of that file, or those files, sorry. So from here, what I need to do is open up ArcGIS Pro. I know that Brett from Wavell High has created one for ArcMap, and this is the reason that we're essentially going through a very similar process, but with ArcGIS Pro instead. Here's ArcGIS Pro, and I'm going to start without a template. It means that I don't have to set up essentially a folder and save it. But from here, the first thing I want to do is add a map in the top left corner. And then once that map is added, I'm going to add my data. And you can add it via this here. I just like to click and drag it in. So if I bring this folder up again, I'm going to open that folder. Here's all my files that I need. I'm going to highlight them all and I'm going to drag them in. And you can see that it's adding data to the map currently. It says one or more items failed to add, but it'll take a little bit of time to load. But you can see that all the SA2s are eventually going to come in. And that might just take a moment or two. Now it only took a couple of seconds, but now I can see all of the SA2s for Australia displayed on the map. And all I want to do is right click on my contents layer here, my SA2 layer, and open the attribute table. And I'll give myself a little bit more space by dragging the attribute table up. And under SA2 name, I'm going to right click that and sort ascending. And all I need to do now is find the particular SA2 area that I'm after. So you can see that there's quite a few. Depending on what you're looking at, you can take whatever you need. Let's just go with Corinda today, and I want to just click on this little bar on the left hand side so that the whole row is highlighted. And you can see on the map, it's quite small at the moment, but essentially what it has done is it's highlighted that SA2 area for me. It might take a moment to buffer on the map just because there are so many SA2s in this area. You can start to see a bit of an outline there once it loads. But once you've selected your SA2, all you need to do is cross out of the attribute table. You can see that it's still selected on the map. I'm going to right click again on the layer, go down to data and export features. And I'm going to leave the input features as is, but I want to change the output location. So I don't want it being saved as a geodatabase. So I'm going to browse and I'll drag over here so we can see. And you just need to choose where you want your data to be saved to. So I'm going to save it in my schools folder, senior geography resources, shapefiles, and I'm going to save it in my SA2s folder. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to give my file a name. So it was Corinda SA2 outline. I'm hitting OK, and that's essentially creating a saved file. or a shapefile for us. Might just take a couple of moments again. And we can see that that has been added to the map. So if I untick my SA2 for Australia level, we can see the outline of the Corinda SA2. Now, I'll show you where that has been saved in the folders. So I'm actually going to cross out of this right now. I don't need to save changes. I've got them what I wanted. And I'm going to go back to my SA2s. You can see that it has created essentially about 8 files for me. And what I need to do is I need to highlight those 8 files, right click, send to, and compress them as a zipped file again. And we can see that it's already got an appropriate title for me. So I'm going to do that. And then I can delete these files. I no longer need them because they're all saved in that zipped file too. Now, if I want to get that into ArcGIS Online now, all I need to do is go to ArcGIS Online, go to my map, and up in the top left corner, I'm going to click Add Layer from File. And I can choose File or I can drag it in. So I'm going to drag Corinda in, and I'm going to import layer. You can see that that layer is in Corinda, and I might just want to make some additional changes. So if I just want to see the outline, I'm going to click No Fill, Outline, select black, and I'm going to reduce that transparency of the line so it's nice and clear. I'm going to hit OK. Alternatively, you might still want to be able to see the colors. Black for outline, but fill, I might want some kind of red, but I want to be able to see through it. So I can do that. I can zoom in, and I can see that, hey, yes, this is definitely Corinda. I can also click on that, and I can see the SA2 name there as well. And just hit OK and done to lock those changes in. And that's how you locate and clip a shapefile in ArcGIS Pro, and then bring it back into ArcGIS Online if you were distributing that to your students. And that essentially brings us to an end of how to locate and clip shapefiles in ArcGIS Pro. Feel free to get in touch if you had any further questions. Thanks, guys.